Hello and welcome. This is your Funky Honky with Let's Play Fallout New Vegas DLC Old World Blues Blind. That's not a good glove. Episode 40. In this one, just clearing out a bit of space from my inventory. And we're going to go ahead, now that we've gotten everybody in here activated.
Might I be of service, sir?
Switch off the person.
Very good indeed, sir. Throwing out the riffraff protocols engaged. All personality matrices are offline, sir.
Turn them back on.
Do you, sir?
Okay. Alright. Well, in this one, to start things off, we're gonna head back to the think tank. And we're gonna explore around here a bit more. You know, try talking to the, well, the think tank when they're not sharing the same mouthpiece. Strikes me as possibly a good idea. And, you know, I noticed that there's doors and stuff up there, so maybe we can find something interesting in here. Sure, let's make some. You can never have too many stim packs. Why am I collecting flamer fuel? I don't know, because it's free. And it doesn't weigh anything. Hey there.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
I think you mean impossible.
Oh, really? Now the lobotomite is a master of the dictionary arts. What, do you have a doctorate in verbology? No? I do. And... Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
I don't have any agenda with Robco anyway.
Oh, really? You have their tech on your arm. How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do that? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
So what's your purpose?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That doesn't sound impressive. Breaking machines, I mean.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Oh, so your name's Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Honestly, yeah, O sounds more impressive. Well, actually, you know what? Do you want me to call you Zero, or?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Ugh. I had other questions. We've spoken long enough. So, about your name.
Predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
About your name.
What about it? I don't feel like arguing it with you two.
You wanted to differentiate the O and zero, just put a slash through the zero.
What?
Zero. Draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero. Reduces anything multiplied against it to zero.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. And make a zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
It certainly is interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
So, yeah, okay. Tell me about Mobius.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them.
Yeah, we've met.
Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
I'd say pretty good. So, what about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
Yeah, let's see if I can get some more of those useless cats.
Might have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Alrighty, I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Well, Dr. O is now Dr. Zero. Hooray! You're freaky. Wait, they're that small? The eye and mouth thing, or that's... Man, that perspective is wonky when they're shoved right in your face.
If it isn't the fascinating little lobotomite.
Yes, it is, and you're freaky.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear.
What is it with you and teddy
Between
bears?
the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue? Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What nonsense.
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
What? What are you doing?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose. Wow, I already got it.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Let's keep doing it, why not?
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Just give in, there's nothing wrong with looking at a human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
Come back anytime, just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Ooh. Ooh. Purple. Ooh. Bloop. 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 Purple. Ba bloop. Ba bloop. Ba bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
That's funny how it was excreting drained energy cells. So, anyway, who are you? What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dala, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
So, 211 doctorates. How's that even possible, even though clearly she got them after she got transferred into this thing? Let's ask.
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
So, first head chief, researcher, huh? A lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
Sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
Again, they mention this other courier.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs.
All right.
My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
I don't really care. So yeah, this is important. Why did you remove my brain? And the fact that I'm still alive is rather impressive.
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
Seriously, yeah. How am I still talking and walking and around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
So yeah, what's with this pacification field?
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again.
Sounds like you'd like
Then
that.
I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
So, other questions?
An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
Tell me about Dr. Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, how's this tech that Klein wants gonna help?
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
I know some folks in power armor who might disagree with you. Yeah, tell me about the Big Empty.
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
So, previous test subjects.
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself.
Yeah, I noticed.
We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
No. So, why'd you say 3-1? So does that mean there was 2 of them, or what?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
What happened with him?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Other questions?
Perhaps yours.
Nope, we're done.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Wow. How many quests do I have here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 quests at the moment, and I'm sure, and that's not counting the 2 that we already completed just through talking with them. Can we just get rid of that scrap metal that he gave us? It's not going to be useful. I wonder what the hell, if the scripture does anything or not. Oh wait, yeah, and I don't need all that fucking wonder glue either. Do I stick it in the footlocker and not just drop it on the floor? I don't know. No, that must be Klein up there. Let's see if we can't get into those rooms back there, just see what happens. And then, after trying a couple of those, I'll end the episode. What do we got there? Nothing important. Huh. So, I mean, obviously these are their bedrooms, or whatever you want to call them now. We know whose this is! Nice. What do you got in your trunk? Freaking bizarre. Yeah, this must be Klein's, I would imagine. Nothing particularly incriminating in here. Chat with you later.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
You want me to? I bet I could help you with that volume knob. Just saying. I have, you know, penis-tipped hands that are good at manipulating objects. Cool. Lots of radios. Oh, this has got to be Nine's place, or eight rather, with a bunch of drugs. Oh. Animal cages. God, there's mentats fucking everywhere in this place. I mean, that's hardly surprising, of course, but still. A lot of fucking mentats in here. Ooh, an average lock. Ah, yes, this must be Mobius's room, since that's not active. Ooh, ammo. Caps. Radix, and... yeah, that'll be fine without that. I got plenty of Radaway. Alright, cool. So, I think it's looking just about time to end this one. This has been your Funky Honky. Let's play Fallout New Vegas DLC Old World Blues Blind. Stay tuned for episode 41, where we're gonna talk maybe to Boris.
Bottomite, has it come for hellos? You'll get no such satisfaction from me.
I think it'd be more satisfying talking to 8. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you'll see me next time.